Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 8 preview between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Now let's look at the Vikings in this game. Offensively, you have to like what you saw out of Christian Ponder. Statistically, he didn't do well. 18 of 32, 2 interceptions, 2 of which came in the third quarter, which is the crucial quarter in a football game. But I like what I saw as far as him putting pressure on the edge of the defense, and that's where the Carolina Panthers are the weakest. If Ponder can continue to put pressure on the edge of the defense as far as like boots, waggles, rollouts, even running off tackle with Adrian Peterson, that's where they can have some success against the Panthers, who still struggle in stopping the run, and that's not what you want to hear when you're facing the biggest run team in the NFL with the best back in the league in Adrian Peterson. So I look for Ponder in that offense to put more pressure on the edge, whether you see a lot of flat routes, a lot of curls, a lot of hitches, a lot of rollouts. Putting pressure on the edge of the Panthers defense should lead to some success for the Vikings. Now, defensively coming to this matchup, how do you stop Cam Newton? I would suggest you have to send extra. You cannot allow Newton to stand in the pocket. One thing Newton does well is he deals with pressure well down the middle of the gun barrel. Guys that are blitzing from the A and B gap, he does well. I look for more outside pressure from the Vikings. So if you have to send the linebacker, or you have to get that defensive lineman in that wide 9, whether it be Jared Allen or Roberson, you have to get outside pressure versus Newton and have a spy on him. So you have to really bracket Newton as far as like in the passing game. And by me bracket, wide 9 or blitzing and keeping a spy in the middle to effectively rush him if those backs do not clear out of the backfield. Now you look at the Panthers coming to this ball game. Offensively, quiet as kept. We talked about this all week long last week. The Panthers have an explosive offense. They can score 30 points a game. Now you look at where they can attack the Vikings defense is down the sidelines. I look for Steve Smith to have a big day. Vertical stretches can put a lot of pressure on the Vikings team. So I look for them to have a lot of big plays in the passing game, plays that are 15 to 20 yards long, because of the fact that they can stretch the field vertically. And I would try to, if you see where the Vikings are getting some stoppage on Steve Smith, move him around, keep him in a slot. Don't allow him just to line up in the same spot, because he can still do damage. He's a veteran guy, a crafty guy, and has great routes. Now you look at the defensive side of the football. The first and foremost, you have to bring extra to stop Adrian Peterson. You want to put this game on the shoulders of Christian Ponder. You want Ponder to throw the football 32 times a game this week, but what you don't want is to have Adrian Peterson rush for over 120. So the Panthers have to come in and sell out versus the run. I have full confidence in the corners of the Panthers as they match up well versus the Vikings wide receivers, but can they stop the run? We're going to talk about this each and every week until they do so. So if you have to bring extra, if you have to do more stunts, more blitzes, do so to crowd the line of scrimmage, get sexy as far as stopping the run, and that way they can have some success. Now let's look at some X factors in this ball game. X factors for the Minnesota Vikings has to be the play calling. That's Bill Musgrave. Continue to get this guy on the move. Ponder is very athletic. Put pressure on the outside. So I look for Bill Musgrave to be the X factor for the Vikings. X factor for the Carolina Panthers has to be the 2 tailbacks, Jonathan Stewart and also DeAngelo Williams. How well they gain yards against that interior Vikings defense will prove to be a huge success, as though they can have balance in the offense, and the offense can stay on pace and creating more time for Cam Newton. I'm going with the Panthers in this game. The Panthers have the offense to outscore people. Defensively, they leave a lot to be desired, but I think starting a rookie quarterback for the second time against a team like Carolina, Cam Newton has shown he can win these type of ball games. I think the Panthers win this one in another great game this weekend. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.